Well, I messed that up. Hello, welcome back. We poured ourselves a glass of water and put a lot of sugar in it because goddess of health. I don't care, it's a glass of water. Are you excited for government edibles? The answer is yes and no. I'm kind of indifferent to them because I don't know if you guys have seen my first attempt at making edibles. I recorded it and put it up on the channel. I'll put a thing in one of the corners. I make them myself. And I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what the government has to offer me, if it's better than what I can whip up in my own kitchen for free, which is completely legal, by the way. If you live in Canada, okay, I don't know what the rules are everywhere, because here, like, you're allowed to have pot plants, but in Manitoba, you're not allowed to have pot plants. I don't know, but where I am currently as I'm recording this, it is perfectly okay and legal to make your own edibles. And I think I'm probably gonna continue to do so, because, no, I'm not going to buy edibles from the government. I already buy my weed from the government. Fuck you, Jason Kenney. I said it. If you don't know who he is, look him up and get mad about it. Alright, so now let's move to Twitter. I can't fucking find... I tweeted this a long time ago. There we go. Found it. Alright, so from Twitter we have favorite flavor of ice cream and the most dangerous animal you think you'd be able to take in 1v1 combat. Favorite flavor of ice cream, I think, is probably cookie dough, like chocolate chip cookie dough, but that's not the ice cream. The ice cream around it is usually vanilla. Is it vanilla? Probably. I hate chocolate ice cream. Just ever since 2 Girls, 1 Cup, you know where I'm going with this. Moving on. Oh right, the animal. Probably a declawed cat. And I hope I never come across one because it's cruel and unusual punishment to declaw your cat. But I'm terrified of fighting with any animal. I think... No. The most dangerous animal, I was thinking size-wise, oh god. This changes everything. The most dangerous... a rabbit. A rabbit. A household rabbit. And I don't think I could beat a rabbit. Like, it could outrun me. But, like, I think I could take him. I knew about PTSD for years, but not so much complex PTSD. My question is, what advice would you have for us new people learning and digesting it all, understanding our own triggers and symptoms? Thank you, hope this all works out for you. Oh, that's nice, thank you. So, if you're new to the world of complex trauma, which, let's be honest, everybody is, because complex post-traumatic stress disorder / complex trauma disorder, to my understanding, isn't even in the DSM yet. So, like, I don't think it's easy to get a diagnosis. I'm going to be honest with you. My diagnosis is not formal. It is my therapist / life coach that I have been seeing for the last few years now, I think. 2 or 3 years. Time is hard when you've got complex trauma, am I right? She said, like, yeah. Duh! I'll put the definition somewhere on the screen, but complex trauma, in a nutshell, is repeated and prolonged trauma, which can be, here's a trigger warning for just a list of things. I'm going to be listing off things that could be considered trauma. If you grew up in quite a turbulent household, domestic violence, domestic abuse, sometimes those don't always go hand in hand, but do they not though? Is it not whatever. Domestic unrest, being in an unhealthy relationship for an extended period of time, sexual abuse, physical abuse, obviously, mental abuse is a thing, like psychological yikesery is a thing. And it sucks and it's traumatic and it's okay to admit that it's traumatic. You're not weak. What advice do I have for people who are learning and digesting? I think I'm gonna recommend YouTube again as a resource because it's just people. Like, I am literally just a person sitting down talking about my experience because it's messed up. And people don't talk about things that are messed up and this uncomfortable very often. So I can't be the only person doing this. A lot of bigger YouTubers have come out as having complex trauma recently, like Gabby Hanna. She talks about it every so often. Who was it? I just saw the video yesterday. Steph Sanyati put out a video about her eating disorder and how complex trauma kind of played into that. And I think the more we talk about it, the easier it's going to be for people in the future who want to talk about it, if that makes sense. So I think I would advise you to start conversations about it with people in your life. Be prepared for people to not understand, and know that it's okay if they don't understand. You can try to help them understand or not. It's not your obligation. It's not your duty. But we've got each other! And whatever my dog was just barking at. The vocalist for the band Texas Ranger asks, how did you get into emo / why is Texas Ranger the best band? I don't know how I got into emo. I don't know anything. In high school, I listened to Fall Out Boy, Panic at the Disco, My Chemical Romance, who happens to be back, baby. I just listened to music. And why is Texas Ranger the best band? I don't know, maybe just because of the everything about it. The band members, pretty great. Like the music, pretty great. Lauren Lonneberg, oh my god! What is your favorite holiday as an adult? I don't think I have one. Because holidays in my house were always a big drama production. As a child, when we did still see family at Christmas time, I was like coached and just lectured for a while before we would go to the event. Just about like the things I was allowed to say, the things I wasn't allowed to talk about, the people I wasn't supposed to be nice to. It was all a lot of pressure to put on someone in such a tiny body. And so that and that's like, at worst, things would get physically violent. Womp womp. So Christmas, not usually my favorite holiday. Halloween, for anyone with PTSD, people in masks walking up to your front door. Do you love it? Easter? Don't. Thanksgiving? No. No, my birthday? Holy shit, stop! Oh my god, what other holidays are there? I don't know, but this year it's gonna be Christmas because I, for the first time ever, am going to be spending Christmas with my sister, and that's gonna be really nice. It's her first year being married to her husband / my brother-in-law, whom I love so dearly. Yeah, it's their first home that they own, so why not have it be first sibling Christmas? I don't know if Caleb's gonna come with me. I should probably text him after this video goes up and be like, watch my video and tell me your answer. Anyway, yeah, Christmas. This year it's gonna be Christmas. I have a secondary question that came to mind. It's a little bit personal for me. I'm going to put it in the video anyway. I hope that's okay. I'm not showing screenshots. I got you. I appreciate my doctor and all that she's done for me, but I personally feel she doesn't fully understand where I'm coming from at times. Oh, I've been there. My question is, do you have any tips on this subject? I would say shop around for another doctor. I know that's probably coming from a place of privilege, because I live in Wait, you're Canadian too, I think. Depending on how easy it is in your province to find a doctor that's taking new patients, I would seriously recommend shopping around for a trauma-informed doctor. Yeah, if a doctor's not gonna listen to you and you're not feeling fully heard, I would say talk to your doctor about it and be like, hey, I know you're listening to me and you do, like, great work, big fan, I don't feel completely heard. And then maybe, I knocked something over. Maybe they can refer you to someone else who is more trauma informed if your conversation with your doctor is not as productive as we hope. Yeah, should have said that first. Talk to your doctor, explain how you're feeling, because they can't read minds. If they could, oh my gosh, yikes. It's really hard to be open with a doctor, depending on what your trauma is. It's hard, but it's one of those things that you have to do to advocate for yourself, or bring in a friend, partner, loved one to advocate for you. I really hope that was helpful. And I think that might be all the questions. I think those are all of the questions. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm gonna get off my phone now and say goodbye to you properly. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to be kind to yourself and others today, and please talk to each other in the comments. A lot of people send me their very detailed trauma stories, and while I love being trusted like that, it's hard for me to get through the stories because I get triggered, and I'm sorry. So if you send me any deep, meaningful, beautiful, horrifying, traumatic stories, I see you, and thank you. And I'm so sorry I don't get back to you because it takes me a long time to get through them. Like, years. I'm not kidding, years. Like, oh my god. Anyway, don't forget to be kind to yourself and others today, and I will see you very soon.